week. That's amazing. I'm super duper impressed. Extra brownie points for you already. And if you are here but you haven't said hello in the comments, then hello. It's so lovely for you to come and join us. Leave us a comment in the box and then we can I can say hello to you as well. That'd be really lovely. Nina, have you got me on your television again? Am I nice and big? I need to see a picture of this. I can't imagine what it must look like with me in your lounge, everyone watching. Okay, so you have all done so well this week. I'm so impressed. Nicola, you are worried about doing the French braids. Totally amazing. So impressed. And today, because you're on a bit of a roll with these French braids, I was like, let's do another one. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do another French braid style, but I'm gonna teach you a new technique. Okay, you're welcome, Nicola. Who was that? Kashini. Hi, Kashini. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right, and I'm really sorry if I'm not. I don't know if you've been here before. I think I feel like I remember that name, but yeah, I sometimes don't read things particularly brilliantly. So yeah, I could have got that wrong, so I'm really sorry if I did. Okay, so what we're going to do today then is we're going to do a French braid style, but we're going to finish it with a bit of a twist. I'm going to show you a brand new technique. Now, I don't know whether... Oh, and do you know what? I think I've just worked out. I think I've put my phone on the tripod the wrong way around. I'm not sure. Although it looks fine. I'm sure it's okay. But I'm not sure where my camera is now. You know, I've got this new phone. I'm not exactly sure where I'm looking. I think the camera is just there. Okay, so it's really hard to tell because the whole screen is not like phone and camera. Anyway... So yeah, what we're going to do then is, woo, yeah, we're going to do French braids. You are the last, Kishni. Thanks so much, Kishni. Thank you. I really appreciate you spelling that out for me. Are you in the group? I don't think I recognise your name in the Facebook group. So maybe your Facebook name is different to your YouTube name. Maybe you're under a bit of a pseudonym when you're on YouTube. So yeah, let me know who you are in the group. Drop me a picture. It'd be lovely to see you there. Okay, so, and I have got some amazing news, guys. You won't believe this. I've not got just one of these amazing combs. I've now got two. I found it. The one I thought I had lost, it was in a handbag. I don't even know. I don't even know why I didn't look in the handbag. So anyway, it was never lost. I had it all the time. So now I've got two of these amazing combs. I know, amazing. Doesn't stop me from being really careless and just like leaving them all over the place. And I've lost, I found a comb. But do you know what? It's obviously some sort of world of misfortune or fortune. I don't know. But in the same week, I've then lost a load of sectioning clips. I've got no idea what I've done. Okay, so what I've started is I've done just a parting down the centre. And I want it to go down the centre nice and neatly. I'm just going to pop her head down a little bit lower so I can just double check I have done that nice and straight. We don't want to get to the end and realise it was wonky the whole time. And yeah, I had to straighten her hair today because last week's style was in there all week long and she was a bit kinky. So yeah, I don't think I was brilliant at getting to her roots. So here we go. Do a nice straight parting down the middle. So what have you guys been doing apart from doing amazing hair? I mean, Caroline and Nina, you've done it several times. And then Nicola, oh my gosh, you've been on a roll, haven't you? With all of your styles. Okay, so I've got my parting now. I'm happy with that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the top down to the ear. Okay, just like that. So I've got like a quarter, like a corner of hair. So I've just given myself like a right angle. You see that? So I'm going to do that on the other side as well. But before I do, I'm just going to sort of clip this out of the way while I do my other partings. That one's alive. Okay, do that one there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side now. So here we go. Go across to this ear. And then we're going to put our wonderful French braids into practice. Now, if you are still struggling with doing the French braids, at this point, what you could do, if you don't want to do the French braid, you don't have to. I am going to French braid up to a point. So I'm going to French braid up to here. But if you're still feeling a bit unsure about French braids, then what you could do is at this point, you could do two little bunches. Okay, so you could do a bunch there and a bunch there. and that will still look just as good because it's what we're going to do here that's going to be really lovely. I just thought it'd be really nice, as everyone's been doing so well with their French braids. Let's keep going, because do you know what? The more you do, the more your hands get used to it, your muscle memory kicks in, and you are going to get really, really good at doing your French braids. And I think that's the one thing that lots of you are kind of, you know, it's a bit like a nemesis, is that the right word? Okay, so with this hair, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to comb it down. Now, we're going to have a down style today. Wow, 2 a.m. What have I missed? I've been missing things. Let's have a look. Callinan, amazing. Give it to me now. Yay. Yes, I'm on the group. Join during the week. My girls and I. Oh, that's so lovely. Hi, everyone. Oh, I've had my daughter's birthday. Oh, are you the one that did the Elsa doll and you did the infinity braid, Penny? Was that you? Hi, Anne. I'm watching from Australia at 2 a.m. Oh my goodness. Now, is that because you're choosing to be up so late, Nicola, or is that because you've got I don't know, maybe a husband that is just snoring and keeping you awake? Or have you been out and you're just in because you've had an amazing night? Why are you up at 2 a.m, Nicola? I'd love to know. Definitely getting better at French braids now. Exactly, Nina, because, you know, you're not shying away from them. You could shy away from them, but you're not. And I'm so pleased. Because I think French braids are so pretty. They're so, so pretty. Okay, so I've used... Now, I talk about this a lot, don't I? I have tied this up and I've used one of those, and I still don't know what it's called. I saw the Elsa head. Yeah, so I think that was Penny. Because I want a hair down style. I've tied it off with this spring, and I still haven't learnt the name of this thing. This springy hair bobble, so that when I take it out, I don't have any kinks, because I want it to look nice and I want it to sit nicely. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to now do the French braid. Okay, and I'm going to do it on this section first. So now what I can do, because I've got this section tied out of the way and I've got this bit out of the way, I can drop that. It's going to be fine. It won't be a problem. Okay, so I was watching Ash playing the tennis, so I thought I would just... Oh, okay. Oh, I thought Wimbledon had finished. Well, I'm sure something happened. Oh, was it the doubles that finished yesterday? I'm sure something finished yesterday. Oh, okay. Amazing. Right. Oh, well, that's so lovely, Nicola. Welcome. It's so lovely to have you here, all the way from Australia. Okay, so for this French braid, if you are new to French braids, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it slowly at the beginning, but then if you want to do, if you want to learn the French braids more, then I've put a link in the description box below for a step-by-step tutorial for French braids. Now, if you go on my page, I've got one for your daughter, so if you're doing it on somebody, but I've also got French braids if you want to do it to yourself. Now, I've never done this style on myself, but I definitely have done French braids on myself, so it's basically the same principle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this top section and we're going to split it into 3 pieces. And now when you do a French braid, you're taking your strands over each other, okay? If we go under, we're going to make it a Dutch braid, which is still beautiful, but for this I just thought we'd do French, like I said, because last week was French and you're all doing brilliantly. So I'm going to take this outer strand over that centre strand. Okay, so now I've got a new centre strand. Now I'm going to take this parting strand, so I'm saying it's the parting strand because it's near the parting line. So I'm going to take this parting strand over that centre strand. And can you see how I'm holding my hands? I'm holding them like that because then I can walk my hands across. I've got a spare hand here. Now, depending on your daughter's hair, you might be able to scoop it up with your fingers. When I do it to myself, I can scoop up my hair, no problem, it's easy. But when I'm doing it on, particularly my little girl, she's got a lot of baby hair around the front still. And so I tend to spray it with water, but then I find it tricky to pick it up without keeping it, Brigitte, you're here, hello! I just see your name pop up. Yeah, so if I pick it up just with my fingers, I tend to get lumps and bumps. So you could do it with your fingers, you could do it with a comb. Let me know, maybe tell it, and I'll have a little look in a moment. What do you prefer to do? Do you prefer to do it with a comb or just use your fingers? Okay, so I'm going to go back to this parting line now and I'm going to scoop up a section of hair because this strand of hair here, I need to add some new hair to it before I cross it over. So I'm going to just swoop my hand across, okay? And I mean, see, I can do it with my fingers, but I can do it with my comb, either or, okay? So now I've got the original part and I've got the part from the parting. They are now together. I'm going to take those both over that centre strand, okay? And then I'm holding it, Yeah, exactly, Caroline, the same as me. Right, okay. So I'm going to scoot. So now on this side, you see this strand here? This strand now needs to go over that centre strand. But what I'm going to do, before I do, I'm going to scoop up a little bit of hair, drop in that strand. So now it's combined together. This strand has now become thicker. I've got more hair with it. I'm going to take both those pieces over that centre strand, like so. Walk my hands back over, so I'm going to sort of hold it, and then hold it, and then hold it, and then come back to here. And that is the French braid. What you're doing is you're just doing a regular braid, but every time you do a new stitch, like a new crossing, you're going to add some hair to it. Okay, so we're going to go as far as we've got with all of that hair that's not in the ponytail. So all of this hair is now going to get braided into this French braid. So again, if you're not 100% sure on how to French braid, you could watch this back in later, or you could look at my step-by-step tutorial afterwards, or you could just do 2 little pigtails. It, you know, you'd still get the same effect, because it's the effect that we're going for at the back that's going to be really lovely. Okay, so I'm just going to come along. So let's read what you've been saying while I'm just doing this braiding now then. So my husband heard your voice and he came to join us as well. We have 3 girls so he can have lots of practice. Ah, hello. So what are your girls called, if you don't mind saying it on the internet? I know I don't ever say their names on the internet, but you know, that's because I've got a big page and I just feel like I should be safe. Also, I'm a teacher, so I do try and keep myself a little bit private, but you know, everyone's different. Some people are happy to say names on the internet. Okay, right. So there we go. So I've got every single piece now into this braid, okay? So just showing you from the back, can you see all of the hair that we had for this bunch has now been braided into this braid? And I mean, look, how a French braid is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous all the time. I just love it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to really need to buy a styling head when I get a spare pennies. I see cheap ones on Amazon. Would they be okay? Well, I mean, you did it with your Elsa braid and you did a great job, didn't you? So, and I think well, Nina, you've got quite a few styling heads. Maybe you could recommend where a good one would be from, because I have tried to buy a new one because I really want a blonde. I want longer hair. This one's got quite short hair, so I want longer hair. And I'm really struggling with shipping because it's coming in from Europe, and with Brexit and everything, the importing charge, I ended up sending it back in the end because it's going to cost me another £45 just to get it from to be released from Milton Keynes. So I was like, I've already paid £25. So anyway, I need to find another one. But I know Nina's got several different ones. Anyway, so now I am here. Okay, this is where you need to really, Kaylin, Kyra, twins. Oh, they've all got a K. Is your husband K as well, or does he feel really left out? Okay, so what I'm going to do now then, this is where we need to concentrate. I'm going to stop chatting for a minute. Okay, so I am now going to keep braiding all the way down here, okay? I'm going to lift her head up so that you can see what is going on. Okay, and before I get into this, if you are new here and you're wondering what on earth's going on, why, you know, what are you doing? I do this every week at 5:05. I go live, I teach you a new style to learn, and then you can have all week to have a go at it, and then you can pop it into our Facebook group, and there's a link to the Facebook group in the description. Join our Facebook group, share what you do, and we just kind of help each other and inspire each other. I mean, Nina, she inspired me to do the Celtic knot. I've been wanting to do that Celtic knot for ages, and yeah, having her made me do it. So yeah, but yeah, if you're new here, say hello, give me a like, subscribe so you're here for next time. And then I post tutorials for your daughter on a Tuesday and tutorials for yourself on a Friday. So yeah, definitely lots to be sticking around for. So we're at this point now, okay? And what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to just do, I'm going to hold it, but you see this strand here, this strand needs to now go over, okay? But before it goes over, I'm going to take a little piece out. Only a very, very little piece. Okay, so I'm just like wiggling my finger through. Can you see? Maybe if I turn this way, you might see my finger action. Okay, so I've got this strand, okay? This is a strand that needs to go over. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wriggle my finger through it. and then take off a really small amount. Okay. Oh, you're okay. That is amazing. That flashed up just on my screen. Wow, wow. You had to, you had to all be K. You had to have the last ones as K, didn't you? So, can you see how I've just done that? I hope that makes sense. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of loop that over that clip there. Oops. Just like that. She says. That's not very good, is it? Let's get another clip. Okay, let's put another clip just there and let's hope this will hook it better. There we go. We got there in the end. So now I've taken that little piece out. I'm now going to cross it over the centre strand like normal. Okay. I'm going to get this strand on the outside and I'm going to take that over that centre strand. Now we're back to when we did this piece here. Okay. So we're going to just wiggle our finger through or just pinch it from here, whichever you find is going to work best. Okay. Now I can't remember who it was. Somebody was talking about stacked braids this week and going, oh, is this the right method? And I was like, do you know what? It doesn't really matter what the method is. If it looks like how you want it to look, then go with it. Do it however you like. There's all sorts of different methods. So yeah, do whatever works for you, works best for you. Now, I want this braid to kind of go into a point here. So I'm going to try and braid in that direction. If I keep braiding here, it will be a bit saggy. I want to keep the tension going this way. So I'm going to turn her head so it's kind of braiding in the right direction. So now I've taken that piece, I'm then going to cross it over, okay? Take the outside strand over the centre strand, come back to the middle, hold it. And then before I cross it, I'm going to take a small piece away. So here on the top, we were always adding. Now, every strand that's on this side, the centre, we're going to take a small piece away. There we go. So just keep going. Take a small piece away. And I was going quite slowly to show you, but you can see how quick this process is because you're just braiding. Okay, so you're just going down the hair. Going to take another piece off. Here we go. Hook it over there. Go again. So what we're doing now, I don't know, do you know? I bet some of you know this. Do you know what it's called? Do you know what this is, what I'm doing? Let me know if you know what it's called. And then, just because the internet says this is what it's called, doesn't mean that's necessarily, but that's what it's known as. This has got like a well-known term. Okay, I'm getting lower down, so I'm just going to flip my hands over. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another clip because my strands are getting shorter. I'm going to find it hard to get over there. So I'm going to take, have I just done that one? I've lost track now because I'm talking. Okay, here we go. Take another little strand from there, hook it over, and then go down. It doesn't matter too much. If you leave a bit out, look, can you see? You don't even need to be worrying about hooking it anymore. Can you see what's happening? Does that make sense? Is that clear? So I'm just taking those pieces out. Can you see how we're getting all of these little strands? Feathers! Yay! Feathered! Oh, Nicola, Caroline, Brigitte, look at you. Wow. You are so good. I'm so impressed with you all. Okay, so I'm going to go as far as I can, but just because I'm going this far doesn't mean I'm actually going to need to go this far. But if I do as much as I can now, then I've got plenty to play with in a little while, okay? Because when you come to it, you kind of decide what you're going to do as you're doing it. But if I just do as much as I possibly can, in fact, I think that's probably as much anyway because I'm going to get my strands too thin. Okay, so now I'm just going to carry on braiding like this. And I am going to... Now, do you know what? I normally finish it off with this as a bobby pin, but because I don't really want to have to... If that bobby pin was to fall out by mistake, it's just braiding it. It's a case of braiding and feathering again. So I am going to use an elastic this time. All right. And then while I'm doing that, you can just admire these lovely feathered pieces. Look how lovely that is. So, from here, look, you can just do so many things with that, couldn't you? It just looks so lovely. you could now braid all of those pieces just together and make your braid look like an extra, you know, what do you call it, like a multi-strand braid. You could do all sorts of things. But anyway, that's what we've done. So now I'm going to replicate this on the other side, okay? So while I... just dancing with the doll, trying to work out where the best side is for you guys to watch me. Okay, right, so, do you know what I've done? Because I've had that clip in there, I've kind of sport this ponytail just here. I'm just going to fix this bobble up a bit better so I don't catch any pieces. And while I'm doing that, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to those of you that have been so kind. So I put on a little bit of a help, like a, what did I say? Like a post asking for some help. And honestly, I was blown away with how kind you were with all sort of stepping in to help me out. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, what happened was something not very nice happened a couple of months ago, back in maybe March, April time. I'm going to pop it down because I'm not going to feather it just yet. And yeah, somebody hacked my page and I don't know how. And it was, do you know what? It's the weirdest thing. It's like, it's just the internet and it's not real. But, it just crushed me because I had no control over it at all. Because what happened was, whoever it was, they removed me from the page. So they hadn't just hacked me. They'd like hacked me and then taken me off. So I couldn't do anything. I think as soon as my friend alerted me to it, I went on and I was like, right, I'm just going out for a run. My friend sent me this message. Something's going on. It's not me. When I get in, I'll fix it. Well, I had no idea of the stress it was going to cause me, because then by the time I got home, these people had obviously realised, oh, she can still do stuff, and they just kicked me off. So then when I got home, I couldn't even get back on to say anything. So then I was on Instagram just crying, and because it was just not very nice what was happening, and people were sending me pictures of what people were posting on my page, and it was just horrible. And then people who would know me, they were like, oh, this can't be true, you know, she's a lovely lady, there's no way she would be doing any of this stuff. But then, because it's a public page, whenever anyone posted, like commented, other people would see it, and then they'd be saying, oh my gosh, what is this stuff? You know what people are like. Some people just like to have a bit of drama, don't they, and moan. And so then I started having, I don't think I parted that very neatly. I'm going to take that there. That's better. So it's the same as the other side. Okay, yeah, so everyone was commenting, and then people that didn't even know me, they then started saying, oh, this is awful, can't believe you're doing this is like a children's page, blah blah blah. So then I started getting some really negative reviews, and then we know what it's like when you get reviews on Facebook. I didn't even realise until the other day that I had so many negative reviews, and like, it was, my page had a really bad I don't even know what it's called. It's got a bad something, I don't know. I mean, Caroline, you said that it happened to you, didn't you, when you had the wrong nails? So, yeah. But loads of you have put in really lovely reviews of my page. It's lovely. So it's gone from 4.1 to like 4.6 now. So still not back to 5 stars, but I don't think there's much I can do about it. But anyway, so thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate what you did. Really, really, really appreciate it. Lots and lots. Okay, so what I'm doing now then is I'm feathering this side, just like the other side. I'm going to just turn her though, so I can just braid in the direction that I wanted to go. I'm crossing over from one side, and then I'm taking a small section from the side that's about to cross. Oh, that's a bit too big. Let's take a smaller piece. And I'm going to go across there, cross it over, go across again, take another piece. How are you doing, Nicola? Are you managing to stay awake? Are you still there? You really want one of those combs? Oh, well, these combs, I have to say, I made Nina laugh in the week because there's a link in my description, and I do get a percentage of any sale, because I kept going on and on about them. So they were like, oh yeah, please could you get people to buy them? Well, no, they weren't saying that. They were like, yeah, you know, if people want to buy them, here's the link. We'll give your followers a discount code and then you can get a percentage. But they are really, I wouldn't say it's really expensive, but it's not your normal Tesco job comb. And yeah, they are expensive. But like I said before, like I always say, as soon as I thought I had lost mine, I was straight on the internet buying myself another one because I just absolutely love it. I didn't realise you could love a comb so much, but this comb is carbon fibre. I mean, it's not like a Formula 1 car or anything, but it is carbon fibre, super, super strong, and it just does great partings, and I love holding it. It just feels really good in my hand. I just love it so much, but I am going to give you that warning. The link is in my description, and yeah, get yourself a comb if you want one, or maybe ask for it for Christmas, because it is quite a luxury, I think, to have that comb. But yeah, just so you know. So yeah, the comb is in the thing. It was no problem to help you out. Oh, thank you. It's awful. I know, it was really, really awful. People don't realise that reviews actually mean... I know. Is it a good comb? Honestly, Nicola, it is the best comb. I mean, for that price, it's not gold, but it's just amazing. I just love it so much. And now I've got two. I'm so lucky. Okay, right. Again, that clip has just messed up my hair again. Let me do that. Okay. So, because I really, 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 really don't want these to get in the next thing I'm going to do. Okay, so let's just clip those out of the way for a moment. And can you see, it's been tied up really, really tightly. And look, hasn't left a kink. It's really nice. If I had an expensive comb, I'd lose it for sure. Well, I had it in my pocket. I put it in my pocket so much, like I'm doing it now. Put it in my pocket, and then I went off to dancing, and then I just thought, oh, I've lost. But I hadn't. I hadn't even lost it. I put it in my bag. I had been sensible, but I just didn't realise that I'd yeah, totally. So I panicked. I thought, oh no, I've lost it. It's just fallen out of my pocket somewhere. But I had it all the time. Okay, so guys, we're going to do something really lovely now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put her head up a little bit so you can see it. Okay, in fact, I'm going to put it up even higher. Then I'm going to put her down again in a moment. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to get these two little ponytails and I'm going to join them together. Okay, so I'm going to join them together like that. And can you see how I'm making this like arrow shape? Maybe if I do that. Can you see that? Really pretty. Now, if you wanted to, you could always do this you could pinch it together higher and it could be a ponytail style. But I know that there are certain schools in the UK, certain areas that have already broken up for the summer. And I know Brigitte said in the Netherlands, they're already on their summer. I'm not sure about Australia, but yeah, so maybe there's more people that want down styles at the moment. Okay, so now we've done that, okay, we need to do something with all these little feathery pieces. Okay, so let's put this down and then I'm going to talk you through this bit now step by step. Right, let's get my pieces together. So I'm going to get this very first little feathery piece that's here. Okay, I'm going to get my first feathery piece from over here and I want to make sure I only pick up those two little feathery pieces. Okay, and then, oh, what was that? I can't see the link. Oh, it should be in the description. Okay, well, if you can't see it, I'll put it on again later. If you go on my Instagram, I've got a story highlight with the link in it there as well. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to split one of them in half, okay, like this. And now, this is going to be quite crucial because I need to make sure it's really, really central. So if I come away to here, hopefully you can see it and I can get behind it enough. Because now what I'm going to do is I've got 3 pieces. So now with these 3 pieces, I'm going to do another French braid going down towards this little bobble that I did down here, okay? So I'm going to take my first strand over, cross it, take my next strand over that centre strand there. Now, this strand that's here, I need to add the next piece of feathered hair. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece of feather that's here and I'm going to, oh no, it's not a challenge. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. And do you know what? Challenges are fun. So we're going to put these 2 pieces together to make it into one piece over the centre, okay? Then we're going to come back over here. We're going to get this feathered piece, add it to that strand, take it over the centre. Come back over here, get this feathered piece, add it to this strand, take it over the centre. Come back onto this side, get this little feather, okay? Oh, are you girls? Oh, hi. How is your wrist, sweetie? How are you doing? In fact, I don't think I saw it in the cast in the last pictures, so maybe it's better. Okay, getting this strand here, adding it to this strand, taking it over the centre, okay? And what I'm doing now is I'm just doing a French braid, but I'm only using those feather pieces, okay? So I'm going fairly slowly. And I also don't want to pull it too tightly because I want to keep the shape of that arrow that's just there. But then as you go down the hair, it will join together, okay? And remember I said that we're going to feather it lots and lots, but we won't necessarily use them all as feathers because we may find that just from the way way we're holding the hair, we might end up pulling it tighter. We may end up like making that centre point close, like higher up than we thought we might. But we've got all those feather pieces to play with, so we can go as far as we need to. And any that we don't use, it won't matter because we'll just put a hair bubble on and just release them all and it'll be fine. Okay, and also I think it depends on the length of the hair. I know when I do this in my little girl's hair, because she's got such long hair, I am able, can you see I'm just sort of fiddling with it here because I feel like I've pulled this side in a bit too much. So I'm just like pulling it out, wiggling out a little bit. Okay, so with my little girl's hair, I can go really, really far because the little strands, the little feather pieces, they last longer. Whereas I feel like with this doll, I may have to stop soon because I don't think I'm going to get much further. Okay, so now I've got to there. I'm just going to braid that down a little bit more. So just take it as a normal 3-strand braid. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get them together. Don't worry about those extra strands that you've got there because they just sit behind and they just, you know, add to the effect. They look lovely. Get myself another elastic. And then Brigitte, if your girls are there, they could do me a favour. They could do a little job for me. I have got a little bag of bows here, girls. Do you want to pick what colour we go for? So I've got red. I've got light blue. I've got yellow. What else have I got? I know I've got a pink one in here somewhere. I've got pink. And I've got a turquoise. Have I said every colour, I think? Yeah, turquoise. So, girls, while I'm just finishing that off, choose which bow we go for. Don't fall out with each other, will you? Okay? Maybe do heads and tails if you can't decide between yourselves. Okay, so while those girls are just thinking about what colour we're going to go for, I am now. So can you see how I've tied it together here? Let's bring her closer for you and bring her head a bit higher so you can see what's going on with this elastic. There we go. So, can you see this elastic that's there? We're going to keep that one in. What we need to do is we want to get rid of these ones down here, okay? Now, your daughter's hair is precious. You don't want to damage it. So these, I think they're really inexpensive. They're just pony picks. I think it's called a pony pick or an elastic cutter or something. Just search for it on Amazon. This is brilliant because, can you see it has got a blade in there, but you can't get your finger in there. You can't, you couldn't hurt yourself on this. Okay, so it's super, super safe. They choose yellow. I love yellow. So summery and sunshiny. Thank you, girls. We'll go for yellow. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this elastic, get my fingers inside it like this, okay? And then I'm just going to, look at this. You see that? Like magic. And now it just unravels itself so nicely. And it just comes out of the hair so much better than pulling it out. You don't want to pull the ends of their little hair, bless them. Okay, so let's get this one. So we've got a few here because we had one on each braid and then we had one joining them together. And now we've got the new join for where we wanted it to actually properly finish. And then let's go for another one. Okay, so this is the last one. Boop. There we go. So I've got all of those little elastics out. Just undo these little braidy bits that are there. And then Brigitte's lovely girls have chosen me yellow. Great choice. Really nice for summertime, isn't it? So I'm going to pop a yellow bow on. Thank you, girls. Okay, and then I'm going to just tie it onto here. Now, obviously, you don't need to put a bow on here. You could put a ribbon. You could do a hair wrap. You could just leave it as you could just use, you could use a yellow elastic, or you could use a green elastic. You could do whatever you like. How would you finish it? So, Brigitte's girls, if you are there, how do you want me to finish yours? I don't know if anyone, have you got Sky with you, Nina? Is Sky there? Anyone else got their daughters with them? Quick unpick. Oh, is that what it's called? Okay. There we go. Yes, so that's really nice. So then, look at that. There you go. That's what it is. That is the style. Okay. So, I hope you like it. Now, I know it took us a while, but I think it's because I was going over the French braids. Now, this is where, oh, thanks, Caroline. This is where you will see that if you're not too sure on how to do a French braid, don't worry. You could just do 2 pigtails here, couldn't you? Can you see that? You could quite easily do that 2 pigtails. And then you just feather it from here. I have a go at doing it as a Dutch, but I always find with a Dutch, the feathering pieces don't come away as easily. But yeah, have a go. I mean, just see what you think. See how it goes. We love it. Oh, great. So one of you's going to have a red bow. One of you's going to have a yellow bow. I love this look. She will love it. Oh, I'm so pleased. Yeah, so it's really, really pretty. And look, you could see how easily this could be a ponytail, couldn't you? You see that? How lovely is that? Like, it's really different. It's really pretty, but so simple. If you can French braid already, just basically a French braid. You just want to, a bit like those lace braids. I'll try it a bit later in the morning. Yeah, have a bit of sleep, pop it. Okay, and then, are you in our Facebook group? Are you in there, Nicola? Are you Nicola with the, there's 2 Nicolas here now. You have to tell me, Nicola 1988 and Nicola Doulas. Which Nicola has the really lovely doll's head, the mannequin head with the different coloured hair? Which Nicola, or it could be completely different Nicola. But I'm thinking, so pretty Alicia will of course be having a red bow. Yes, come on England. Me, oh Nicola, you're the one. Oh, okay. So Nicola Doulas, are you in our Facebook group? Bye Brigitte, it's so lovely you could come. I thought you were going out. So yeah, that's so lovely that you are here. Really lovely. I've not really chatted much about what's going on. Not me. Oh, you're Nicole. Oh, Nicole. Do you know why? I'm really, really sorry. These are what I need. But then look what happens. I just get this. And I just think it must be really off-putting for you to see all this. So I do that. But then I'm like, I'm not really reading properly. So I'm really, really sorry. Yeah, so join the Facebook group if you're not already there, Nicole. Oh, you are in it. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to wrap up now then, guys. I'm just going to remind you, for anyone that's not already here, if you are watching, please give me a like. It would mean so much to me, and it really, really helps the YouTube angels to like share me with other people, and then it gets other people to see me, and then it just makes my videos get more views, and it's just really nice. So thank you if you could like me, that'd be really nice. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, and then you will be able to see our tutorials every Saturday at 5:30. And join the group. The link's in the description box below. I will check out the link to that comb. I thought it was there, but maybe it's not. It's got a lot of shout outs in there. Oh, shout outs! Right, I'm definitely going to put my glasses on now though, because I don't want to get this wrong. So I've got a whole page of people to say well done to, all right? So well done to Caroline. She was our gold star this week. Nina did it 3 times. Vikki Rushmere, Amanda McDonald, Lucy Callinan, Amber Harvey did it loads. Nicola Anderson did it loads. Kissi-Beth, Sewell, Brigitte Van Loo, she did it lots, but she's gone now. Jessica Scott, Amy, Amatangelo, Langworthy, I'm really sorry. That's really badly said. Emma Sinden, Chrissy Ward, another one I'm not going to get right. Sanne, Noijen, Kuipes, I'm really sorry. Chrissy Johnson, Pippa Rawlinson, Rosella, Rodrin, Dela, Rama. So I'm not great at reading English, and I'm really, really not great at reading other languages. So yeah, have a look in the description box, because I've said well done to everybody in there as well. So hopefully, if I said the names really badly, you'll see who's in there anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go now. I'm going to go make the pizzas because it's Saturday, and then go to bed early because I think we're going to have a late night tomorrow. Let's hope it doesn't go to extra time and penalties, because we're all going to be very tired Monday morning. Yeah, Nina, I can't wait to see it. I just made it this week. I'm so pleased you came, Nicola. It's so lovely. I don't think I've missed anything else. I think you were chatting lots about heads, weren't you? Let me just see. Did anybody ask me a question? Let me just have a little look before you go. So if anyone's there waiting for an answer, let me just see. It's a spare, blah, 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 blah. Gave it to you, Caroline. Oh no, gave it to you, Nicola. You got it. I hope you like it. That's good. I'm definitely getting better at French braids now. Well, there you go. I was watching Ash play the tennis. Ah, yeah. So, you told me how to say your name, didn't you? Really need to buy styling head. Oh no, I've missed it now. I'm sure I saw it on here, how you pronounced it. Yeah, so can your husband do it? Okay, feather, 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 you're also good. Did the similar style of my styling head the other week. A complete 360. What, going back to play with dolls? Oh, you got hacked. Oh no, Nicola, that's so sad. It was no problem to help you out. That's so kind. Really, really was so kind. When you lose something that you're so used to using, they're your top details. They're like £1, aren't they? These combs. I was smiling as I typed it. Oh, a challenge! Yeah, do you know what? Challenges are always fun, aren't they? Because you just feel a real sense of achievement when you get there and you've done it. Yeah, watching England, off to bed. No, I think I've seen everything. I don't think there was any questions. England, yeah. Oh, okay. That was really great, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. If you're watching England tomorrow, I hope it goes really well for us. It was really, really good. I mean, I don't know. There might be some Italians watching here, so may the best team win. Okay, take great care and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.